if you can't balance school, work, or anything where you need to be productive with video games or social media, watching Netflix, you're not alone. And I personally always had friends who managed to do that. They always played video games for 1 hour a day, watched 2 episodes of Netflix, and I just stopped and worked for a couple hours a day and managed to be successful at school, whatever. And I always thought that I did realize that I had something lacking in terms of this, but I never really put it into perspective, and I never thought that this was a thing. I thought that everybody was the same. And the thing is, with this addictive personality type, you cannot have a balanced lifestyle. And you can't try implementing video games with working and basically do something that gives you dopamine in an unhealthy way and then expect yourself to focus completely with all the attention you have on work. And I know it's easier for me to tell you, oh guys, there's this one life hack that you can do, which is you have to put fucking ice on your eye and you'll be fine to focus. No, I'm sorry. The hard truth is you can't. And you just, the only thing you can do is cut it off for that time. But I'll get to that later. There's literally days where I'm disciplined and I spend days on just pursuing the habits that I'm supposed to do, work out, wake up early, cold shower, meditate, etc. And I think I have this momentum and I know I'm going well. And the next day I wake up, or one day I wake up and I just, open Instagram because I got a message and I end up scrolling for an hour and my whole day's ruined. And I know this sounds a bit like, bro, what are you talking about? And you can just stop after an hour. But no, people like me, and probably you, since you're watching this video, once our brains hold themselves onto the unnecessary dopamine source for way longer. So whenever I do start looking at my phone, even if it's for 15 minutes or half an hour, for the rest of the day, or at least for the next 2-3 hours, my brain is going to be occupied with that thing and it's going to crave it. And the harsh truth is, if you can relate to what I'm saying, you both have a gift, but also something that's unfortunate in case you want to have a balanced lifestyle. What people like us need to do is, you need to completely cut that thing out for that day. So back a year ago, I tried implementing video games with studying, and I thought to myself, if I play only Saturdays or Sundays, it's going to be motivating for the work I do during the weekdays. And that's one of the copes everybody has. I can watch this Netflix show because I'm tired and I'm in bed already, and everybody needs to have fun every now and then. That's that's literally good for your mental health. And the truth was, for me, and it's been like this for everything, when I did play during the weekends, throughout the week when I was working, my brain was still occupied with that. I was always thinking about that video game, even if I just did it 2 times a week. And you might be thinking, oh well, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to quit it for the rest of my life? Well, that would be an option, but no. What you have to do is you have to set out days for yourself where you think to yourself, I either work 100% or I don't work at all. So when 2 weeks ago, I went to my friend's dorm because they stay at a new university, whatever. And I thought to myself, I've been quite disciplined, and going there because they wanted to play video games with me, I thought to myself, I've been quite disciplined, but I know that playing video games is going to make me fall off track, and I'm going to think about that. But what I had to do is I split that day in my mind and thought to myself, this is a day where I'm not going to be thinking about work, and I'm not going to be having to resist work and kind of make it a habit that I'm playing video games. I thought to myself, this is an exceptional day where I do this. So you have to separate days where you work with days you don't. And that is truly the only day where your mind can find peace in that. And you might be thinking, well, I can do that once a week. I can split only Mondays. But no, your brain has to understand, okay, this day is only going to happen once. It's not going to be something that happens every month, every year, or whatever. Every year is probably fine. But once your brain understands that this is something with a high frequency, this is something that happens frequently in your life, whether it's every 2 weeks, every week, your brain's going to be thinking about that. So all the scope that you go through, saying 15 minutes a day, I'm only going to be watching Instagram to wake myself up, this is an excuse and a lie I used to tell myself. And it's not about the time that you do a certain habit that is unhealthy for you. It's more about the joy that you feel throughout the time. So I could be watching Instagram for only 15 minutes. But if I really find joy in that, then my brain's going to be attached to the thing. Whereas if I scroll on Instagram for 1 hour, but the things I'm watching are kind of mid and I don't really think that's that great or fun or whatever, then it will be way easier for me to get into the flow for it because my brain's not going to be attached to the thing. So this is the main message I wanted to get across. I wrote a couple things down. Let me see if I mentioned everything. Yeah, well, you just have to stop coping. This is the only way. And for the rest of you who might be thinking, well, I can kind of manage. I mean, this sounds logical, right? This sounds like this sounds like something that I should be doing. You can try. You should get the experience to understand how your body works and reacts. But that doesn't mean that you should be doing dumb stuff that you know you shouldn't. Take care, guys. This was the video I wanted to share with you because this was something that I was struggling with, and I kind of have been still. You know, every time I even watch something, even while I eat, I see myself struggling to focus on the work that I've been doing. So I wanted to share this with you. Take care, boys. Bye.